Happy holidays, everybody. I'm Lindsay Garric, and this is my beautiful stepdaughter, Alicia. And today we're here to show you how to do a really easy, smoky, glittery eye for the holidays. Perfect for New Year's Eve parties. Maybe you don't want to wear the glitter for Christmas parties, Hanukkah parties, but for New Year's Eve, glitter is a must. And I am obsessed with these new glitters from Eye Candy Cosmetics. I did the same look on both of us, except I'm wearing a black version and Alicia's got more of a coppery brown version. I used the Eye Candy sprinkles in licorice stick for my eye, and we used candy coin for Alicia's eye, and you'll see that shortly. So let's get started. Okay, so obviously Alicia already has on foundation, blush, bronzer, contour. I've done her eyebrows already, her lip, and this eye is already the finished product for you. So step one on the eye after you do your eyebrow is going to be to apply a primer. I really like this one by Smashbox. It's their Photo Finish Lid Primer. It is a matte taupe, so it's really nice because it's skin color. And this is Alicia's own product, so I'm just applying it with the applicator to her eye. And if you own this, you can just apply it right to your eye as well. But if you're doing a friend's makeup, or if I was doing a client, I'd be using product from my kit and sampling it out. I'm just using my finger now to blend it onto the eye. It's really, really easy to blend. Make sure you get the inner corner all the way up to the brow bone. And then Alicia, look up at the ceiling. I even like to put a little bit underneath the eye because then it's going to hold on to whatever I put underneath her eye as well. I'm going to use a MAC 242 brush just to blend that underneath her eye and help it out with my finger. So this provides a really nice base for eyeshadow, for eyeliners, for whatever you do. It's going to make shadows go on smoother, cream liners go on smoother. It's going to make everything last longer and look better. Next, I'm going to take an eyeliner. This one's by Urban Decay, and it's been used so much that I don't even know the name, but it's basically a shimmery, really blendable soft brown. MAC makes an eye kohl named Teddy that's similar to it that would work too. And close your eye, Alicia. And I'm just going to lay a line from her inner corner of her eye all the way out to the outer corner. And I'm just kind of packing this on the lid and then look up at the ceiling. I'm going to just follow the shape of her eye and line her bottom right along the lash line as well, right at the inner corner. And then I'm just going to kind of pick the product up at the edge there to pick the shape of the eye up. I'm going to use that MAC 242 brush again. And I'm just going to blend this. Close your eye, Alicia. While the liner is still wet and creamy, it does set down. And you can see it's kind of left a print in her crease. And you only want to do this on your lid. So basically, Alicia, if you open your eye and look in the camera, it's just going to that point where you can see the lid stop at the crease. Close your eye. And I'm just going to blend that out so it's nice and soft. And look up at the ceiling. And same thing underneath. I'm just using the edge of the brush. And just making sure that corner's blended. Look down. And it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. And just softening that edge. Okay. Next, I'm going to take an eyeshadow and a MAC 217 brush. I'm going to use from the Naked palette. I'm going to use a shimmery brown called Snakebite. I am using a shimmer on Alicia because we're going to use some glitters, and I always think glitters and shimmers really meld into each other nicely. I'm wearing it with a matte black and then the glitter on top, so two different looks achieved exactly the same way. So I'm going to take the Snakebite and just pack it right over the eyeliner. And it's nice because that eyeliner really grabs the shadow. And then I'm going to take it and blend it back and forth through the crease. And I'm just softening that edge. And I'm just going right along with her natural eye shape. And then just bringing it out a little tiny bit at the corner. But the big thing here is to lay that shadow on top of the liner and to blend. So you can see I'm just going back and forth and back and forth. And then underneath the eye, I'm going to take a pencil brush like a MAC 219, right back into that same shadow, snake bite, tap out any excess, and look up at the ceiling. And I'm just going to lay the shadow right on top of the liner underneath her eye. Easy. Okay, a little bit of color under the brow bone. I'm going to take the lightest color in the Naked 2 palette, Foxy, on a flat 252 brush, again from MAC, and just lay that shadow right under her brow bone. And I like to go all the way from the inner corner all the way to the edge, laying it down almost through the crease. And then I'm going to take that 217 brush one more time and just blend. Now we're going to lay some mascara on her eyelashes. And really, you almost have a completed look here. And you'll see that once I put the mascara on her. You could be set, boom, going out the door to a party like this. It's a 2 eyeshadow smoky eye. Really, really simple. It's more about the brushes and your blending technique than anything. All right, I'm applying mascara. So go ahead and look down at your lap, Alicia. And I'm just using L'Oreal Voluminous. It is my all-time favorite in Carbon Black because it's really dark. And you just want to make sure you get all the lashes. Alicia's got really long, thick lashes. And you want to make sure you get them all the way from the root to the tip. And then just look forward, Alicia, but not up. Perfect if I have her look up with wet lashes. She's going to make an imprint on all that beautiful shadow work. And I'm just wiggling the mascara along her bottom lashes to coat them. And as you can see, I mean, that's a gorgeous look in and of itself, just for a smoky party eye. I love that. You could even wear that for day. Why not? And to keep this really simple, we're not lining the eye on top at all, no winged liner, nothing. But we are going to add some glitter at this point because glitter is so fun for the holidays. I'm absolutely in love with this new line of glitters that I was sent by Eye Candy Cosmetics. And this company was kind enough to send me a bunch of these. Eye Candy Sprinkles Eye and Body Glitter in Candy Coin. And I'm just going to put a little bit into the top of the container. You can see it's really, really super fine, beautiful glitter. And they've got a really great brush. You can see it's a synthetic brush. It's got a really nice point. And they have this amazing adhesive called liquid sugar. It's super thin, almost like the consistency of water, so it's not going to disrupt any of the work I've done on her shadows, which can be a real problem when you're applying glitter over shadow work, especially if you're doing like a detailed crease and then you put glitter on and it ruins the whole thing. That can be really frustrating, but this is so easy. You just dip your brush into the adhesive, and then you roll the brush into the glitter. And then Alicia, go ahead and close your eye. And I'm just going to put it on like the inner half of her eye. And you can see it just, I'm going to take off some excess here. Pick up a little more. It just basically rolls right onto the shadow. And it doesn't mess anything up. It just is so beautiful, and it just looks like liquid glitter. And I'm just laying that right on top of the shadow, inner corner. Open your eyes, Alicia. That looks about even. Look at me one more time. And at the camera, I gotta add a little bit more, so I'm gonna go back into the liquid sugar, back into the candy coin glitter, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Boom, done. And again, that in itself is a beautiful look, but because both Alicia and I feel that you can't finish your makeup without a set of lashes, I'm going to lay a false lash on her. And so I'm just applying. This takes a little bit of practice to do yourself. And this is a pair of lashes she's already worn, and this is her adhesive, so I can go right on the lash. We're not cross-contaminating anything. But basically, you're just going to put a little bit of adhesive along the band, and then have Alicia close her eye. And when you're doing this yourself, you're just going to, close one eye and look in a mirror, prop one of your elbows up so you're nice and steady. But if you can get someone else to do this for you, they can get it right into your lash line. I always use a tweezers, whether I'm doing it on myself or on someone else, to really get that lash down. And using clear adhesive is a must because the lash will move around. And you've got a little bit of playtime to get that lash where you want it. And because we're not lining the top lid, and I'm using a lighter shadow on Alicia, a brown, you really want to be careful to get that lash band right into the lash line. If you don't, just go ahead and take a liner and you just camouflage it with a dark line. On me, I didn't even line my top lid either, just because I used a black shadow. I just popped that lash right on and it just kind of camouflages it. Okay, so normally I would be working the rest of her face while her lashes are drying. But what I'm going to do is just finish the eye. And what I like to do is take a bronzer. I'm going to take my favorite blending brush, MAC 224, into a little bit of bronzer. And it's the same bronzer that I use to contour her cheeks and contour her nose. And I just took that bronzer and I'm going to lift her brow so I can get right into the crease socket. And I'm just going to brush that bronzer right through her crease. And that is going to really finish this look off. And go ahead and open your eye, Alicia. Stuck together, just pull her right apart. I'm going to take a very, very dark black liner, Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0. And you just want to be careful if that adhesive is still wet, because like she's looking up, it could like lock onto the upper lid, but we're kind of professional at this, the two of us. So look up at the ceiling, Alicia. And I'm going to go right into her inner rim. And again, this is just a extra step that kind of smokes out the look a little further, really finishes it off. And go ahead and look in the camera. She's probably tearing up a little bit, but it just kind of smokes it out, makes it look really awesome. Again, if you've got any lash adhesive that you don't like the way it looks, just go ahead and using a dark liner, camouflage it. But I think she's pretty much done. Look at me. Gorgeous. And then if you have any glitter that's fallen, just take a powder brush and go ahead and dust it away. And if you've got any really stubborn pieces, you can take a little piece of plastic tape and just pick it up like it was like a lint picker-upper. That works for glitter really well. And that's it. A beautiful holiday eye look. 2 different ways, 2 different age groups, 2 different colors, same technique on both eyes. Happy holidays!